I've got the beginnings of an idea here. This could be pretty cool. So, as the story goes along, we had this random raider that we had to basically put up with. He really always wanted to fight with us. His name was Lucas Quesadillas. I don't know what language he spoke, but it wasn't English. He would yell a lot of English words that didn't actually make any sense. And he essentially would say something like, "Many times now start for you!" And he would say it in all capital letters, and we'd be like, "Alright, Lucas Quesadillas, thanks, buddy." Are we? We're like, alright, what does this mean? And he was actually a good fighter, so we were very confused. We got him on comms a couple times. No, I think just once, actually. Yeah, just once. And he said very similar things, but to us, in broken English, had no idea what was going on. But he continuously wanted to join our guild. He did. I was like, no, you're not gonna join this guild. He didn't understand that for a month, and so what I finally did was, I said, you know what, okay, you can join our guild. Let me go ahead and invite you. So I switched to another character, and I made a new guild. And I called the guild Massive Legion. Now my guild that he wanted to get into was Exceptional Legion, but he wasn't going to get in there. Oh no, not at all. He was going to get in the Massive Legion, which had 4 members, most of which left as soon as the guild was created. So I invited Lucas Quesadillas, who was very excited. He was like, "Oh, thank you so much! Oh, many times we start for you!" And that made no sense, but he was happy. It was good. So he was all excited about the Massive Legion until he realized there's nobody else in the guild, just him. So, I'm playing Exceptional Legion. He finds me again. He's like, "Can you give me an invite?" And he's no longer in the Massive Legion. He left. I was like, "No, man, you're in the guild. I don't know what happened." And obviously, I was just kind of ditching him, and he eventually lost interest and went on his own way, which was great for me. No more messages from that guy. Well, here I am with another guild called Massive Legion, owning Exceptional Legion. I'm like, what should I do with this? Well, what I did do a lot of times was I was hanging out with this player called Psychic. He was my good friend, and we would stay up all night, as I usually do with any game. And we would run around the fleet, and he was a sage, and I was a guardian. So I would jump off the VIP lounge of Swator and fall below him and try to guardian leap to him. At the same time, he would try to sage pull me to him. If we coordinated the abilities perfectly, I could fall the entire duration of this large pit and take 0 damage. So we did this all the time, until late hours. Well, my scheme, right? Remember what the point of this was, to unite the merging guilds. So I came up with this plan. So I said, hey man, why don't we go over to Tython? Let's go over to Tython. It's a new Jedi starting world, and let's just, hang out over there. I've got some crystals. We can give things away. Let's give things away to the new players. I was like, alright, whatever. He didn't care. So we do that, and I, on my other accounts and other computer, make a new character and name that character Hawaii. Because I love Hawaii. So I named it Hawaii. And I ran it through some stuff really quick. I think it was level 6 or 7. And as I was giving things away in my main, crystals and credits and all this stuff, I started inviting people to the guild, the Massive Legion. I was like, okay, so where's my swoop? There it is. I was like, Psychic, let's invite these people. Why not? Let's get them an invite to the Massive Legion. Let's have some fun with this. And he's like, yeah, all right, why not? Well, then I say, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to give away the Massive Legion. I think I'm going to give it away. I'm like, you're going to give away the Massive Legion? I was like, yeah, I'm going to give it away. Why not? He's like, I don't think you should do that, man. I mean, Massive Legion is a guild that we have, and we can use it for the guild bank, and now we've got, what, 10 members in there? I don't think you should give it away. Well, I do. I give it away to Hawaii, who is me. But Hawaii had a personality of his own. And as soon as he got the guild, he was ecstatic. He was very happy with Psychic, who he thought gave him the guild. So I'm starting to create this new type of personality around him. He seemed to be a very young child. He had broken English, but it was very young broken English. And then he also had run-on paragraphs that he would just toss at you every once in a while, explaining his day or different such things. But he loved Psychic because he had the impression that Psychic gave him the guild. He got confused because he's a young kid. And he didn't like Blade, me, again, because I was telling him, I was like, that's not really how leadership works, Ben. You want to stay composed, and you want to try to do the best you can here, and don't invite too many people to your guild. He's inviting all these people, and so Hawaii starts getting angry at Blade in front of Psychic and in front of the new 30-member guild. By the way, he's the guild leader at level 7, doesn't have an advanced class, and people are like, who is this guy, and why does he have the guild, and all this good stuff. And so Hawaii gets angry at Blade, kicks him out of the guild. Psychic is like, dude, I can't believe that guy kicked you out of the guild. What the heck? What's going on, man? That's not cool. We got to get this back. I was like, no, it's no big deal. I'm like, yeah, I would rather have the guild, but I'm a little sad. It's okay. So I log off as Blade. Hawaii continues his shenanigans. He invites more people. He loves Psychic and all this stuff. And with that guild, anybody could invite. That was one of the things with the Massive Legion. You can bring in anybody. And I intentionally left that as part of the Massive Legion whenever Blade was kicked out. So the next day, I log into comms, and I hear all of these stories about how, yeah, when Blade was kicked out of his own guild, it was crazy. We gotta get him back in. The guy named Hawaii, I don't know, he was like this little kid. So the guild starts getting all excited about not kicking out Hawaii, but getting me re-invited to that guild. So Hawaii shows up a few other times on the fleet. He somehow finds Psychic randomly. He goes into like this in-game level place that you need a huge group to get in. We were selling it. It was the Datacron event, essentially. Not an event, but we would let people into the secret room. They would get this permanent stat increase, and we would charge people to do it because we had everything coordinated. We had to do it for hours to get everything set up. So once we took the money, we opened up the door, people would walk in. Well, Hawaii, while I was doing this event on Blade, Hawaii is in general chat, and he's like, where is Psychic? He has no reason to believe Psychic is anywhere. He just logged in, and to everybody in the game, he's asking, where is Psychic? People are like, what are you talking about, man? You've been asking about Psychic for 45 minutes. What does that even mean? It's like, Psychic gave me the guild. I need to find Psychic. My friend Psychic. Where is Psychic in the game? And eventually, Psychic doesn't answer, but people are like, oh, isn't he in an exceptional legion? I think he's doing a Datacron event. And Hawaii's like, what is an event? How do I, and through the course of an hour and a half in public conversation, Hawaii figures out how to get to this area. And just so happens to be on the other side of this door at the exact time that one of our guildmates triggers the opening. Hawaii walks in. On Blade, I'm way down at the bottom of it. So I got my alibi, and I have to wait as Blade to hear that Hawaii, who's obsessed with Psychic, kicked me out of the guild that we used to own, is now inside our secret area. So they were pretty dang shocked with this. They thought it was kind of funny. They couldn't figure out what was going on. Hawaii sees Psychic, and he thanks him again for giving him the guild. Psychic is like, yeah, no problem. This is ridiculous, I guess. This is fine. So basically, I was building a personality around Hawaii, who was very, very young, very childish, obsessed with Psychic, and nobody knew what exactly was going on, who Hawaii was. He's been a guild leader for a while. He ended up being level 11 at that point, and at level 10, you choose an advanced class. It makes you much stronger. You're either DPS as a Sentinel, or you are, well, I guess he was a Consular, so you're either a Sage or you are a Shadow. And he was level 11, and he had no advanced class. There's nobody in the game that does not choose an advanced class. It's just what you do. Hit level 10, you choose your path, right? So he was level 11, he didn't have one. He also still used his training lightsaber. He was this old man with his beard, which was great. The other thing he frequently asked in zone chat, or the whole, area chat, was, where does he buy pants? Nobody really knew why, but people were just obsessed with, or he was just obsessed with finding pants. He wanted to find these pants. So, what do you know? It's a little bit crazy. People were trying to tell him how you get pants. I mean, you pretty much have them anyway, right? Then you can loot them or buy them off the GTN, the Galactic Trade Network. You can get them from almost any vendor. Nobody looks for pants, but he was trying to find pants. And everybody thought that was one of the stupidest and funniest things that could ever be done. So Hawaii quickly became a household name on the server as just a ridiculous 6-year-old guild leader that nobody knew how to deal with exactly. He'd show up every once in a while. When he did show up, he was, oh cool, Ingwar, what's up, man? Let's grab missions to the north. So when he did show up, people would take off their clothes and armor and just have naked dance parties next to Hawaii. Hawaii would, of course, react as any kid and say, no, my mom's here, something like that. It was just barely believable enough to make them love it. You know, nowadays, a lot of you, especially hearing the story, you would just think, you know, oh, who's gonna buy that or whatever it is. But it was believable. I did a really good job. And so Hawaii would eventually be surrounded by dancing naked people that couldn't get away from him. And he would log out. He would have to log out, and then he would come back for a week. And everybody was like, he's grounded. We got Hawaii grounded again. So anytime he showed up anywhere, because anytime he logged in, he was in zone chat. So he was looking for Psychic and looking for pants, and people would find him and start dancing with him. So this was like a thing that not only the guild did, but everybody in the server did. There was ridiculous dance parties around Hawaii. It was fun. And occasionally I would walk over with Blade right when Hawaii was logging out, and there's screenshots still on the website, which my guildmates posted and said, this is a very awkward moment when Blade walked into a naked dance party right after Hawaii logged out. Because I just see my guild like dancing naked, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, it was a very awkward moment. Obviously I set the whole thing up though, so it would be funny. It was awesome. So that's the personality I set up around Hawaii. Now, how exactly do I create a guild event though, to combine everything with the new members and give them a challenge and things like that? Well, what happened was we had 2 members, well, a lot of members actually, they're really excited about it, but Porkchops, Brandclem, Cyrus were the 3 main instigators of building the Massive Legion. They found that anybody could invite in the Massive Legion, and so they got themselves their own alts invited in and re-invited me, which was cool. And then I quickly have a discussion with Hawaii and something. Hawaii freaks out, is very mad, kicks me out of the guild again. Hawaii, however, thinks he's a very successful guild leader, because his guild that used to have, I don't know, 30 members, because Cyrus, Porkchops, and Brandclem are all inviting to the guild, his guild is now thriving at 300 plus members. So, hey Matt Norrington, what's up, man? I'm talking about SWTOR, how I ended up trolling for about 2 years, but I'm playing Star Wars Galaxies. So anyway, Hawaii's like, wow, leadership is great. I have a 300 member guild now. Wow, thank you. And then like everybody's level 50, he's still level 11, he doesn't have advanced class, I don't have any buffs. Oh god, I'm dead. No, 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 no. No, god, no. Oh, this is bad. Survive. Survive. This is I don't have any buffs. Oh god, we're fine. Alright, dude, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Oh no, you're dead! Run! Run, dude, run! Oh god, no, I don't want to run. Hit peace! I'm so sorry! I forgot I wasn't buffed. We never found a doctor, I forgot about it. Oh god. Alright, so we can't do any of that we want to do. Alright, cool. So you're saved too. Let's just have a little powwow and camp out. That's good. Oh man, so Hawaii's all excited that he is this big guild leader now. You know, he's all proud of himself. People are like, who is this guy exactly? This level 11? Why doesn't he have an advanced class? Why is he our guild leader? What's going on? And he would give these run-on sentences. So people were kind of getting a little bit of unrest there. Well, at this point, these guys basically, they got me back in. I got kicked out. And I said, you know what, guys? This is a big guild now. You know, you guys have been inviting a lot of people. It's a massive legion at this point. Let's try to get it back. Why don't we get it back? I will give anyone who gets the guild back 500,000 credits, which was a lot back then. And they're like, all right, let's do this. No problem. We got this. So, by the way, all those 3 members that I mentioned were the new members from the merger. So this is a new guild thing that I created to get Exceptional Legion excited about the mission, which is reclaiming Massive Legion and having fun with Hawaii. And together we really bonded. We had an entertainment factor that was like completely second to none. It was a really good experience for everyone. But it gets so much more intense. It's pretty insane. Oh my god. So one after another, they try to get the guild from Hawaii. It obviously doesn't work because I'm Hawaii. So none of them can get it. And in the end, after like another week of this, they're like, yeah, he's not going to give it up. It can't be done. I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you how this is done. I'm going to get it back. Like, yeah, good luck, Blade. I don't think you're going to be able to do that. I'm like, no. We'll see who's the leader here. Let's see what we can do. So I find Hawaii. I sit him down on the steps of Tython. And God, I wish I was a streamer back then. This would have been something. So obviously I'm logged into Hawaii, logged into Blade. And the guild is kind of there. and along with a lot of other people are there. They're just kind of watching this conversation. I have it through open chats. Are there chat bubbles in that game? I can't even remember. I don't think there are. But it's going back and forth. I'm like, Hawaii, listen, man, you've done a really great job with the Massive Legion. You know, and I understand your decision to remove me. He was like, yeah, well, you were just telling me that's not how leaders are, and I can't have you in this guild, man, and all this stuff, but all right, thank you. I guess I've done a good job. I'm like, yeah, dude, you really have. And part of leadership is basically knowing when there's a better leader to submit to. And he's like, yeah, I don't think so. My brother's a Call of Duty guild leader, and I'm just gonna try to be a guild leader. I'm doing a really good job. Everybody loves me. I'm like, okay, sure. You know, I've been to Hawaii. He's like, you've been to Hawaii? Apparently, like, this is where he lived. This was part of his backstory. He's like, I don't believe you. You haven't been to Hawaii. What shape are our schools? Now, I took a helicopter tour around the Hawaiian Islands, so I know that the schools there are circles. It's kind of weird. There's circles, and inside it's a donut. So it's a hollow area, and everybody has recess right in here. So, thanks, Biggles. That's great. So I was like, oh, they're circular. And everybody on comms, because I'm on comms as Blade, they're like, oh my god, the schools. He's gonna get trapped right now. And if I answer correctly, Hawaii's like, okay, I mean, I guess I believe you at this point. But I'm not gonna give up the guild. This is not something I want to do. I was like, Hawaii, I don't know if you noticed this, but you're obsessed with Psychic. Why is that? He's like, because he gave me the guild. I love him. He gave me my chance. I was like, did you know I gave you the guild? I actually was the one that gave you the guild. He's like, no, that can't be. You didn't give me the guild. And Psychic's like, he gave you the guild, man. I was like, really? You gave me my chance? And now you're trying to tell me about leadership? So it was to help me. Okay. I'm like, you know, your brother's a guild leader because he's a little bit older than you. He's had some experience. Part of leadership is knowing when there's a good leader and following him. And you cannot be a good leader until you're a great follower. So what I suggest is you give me back the guild. We're going to hang out. You'll be able to learn leadership and things from me. And at one point, you'll be able to start your own guild. And I was doing this all in open chat with two completely different personalities. And later on, I think, yeah, one of my members literally responded back. They're like, Blade, knowing that you were both people talking and watching the whole conversation unfold, he's like, I think you're schizophrenic. There is no way you are both those personalities, because they're so well developed, and both of them were talking to each other in public. So I basically, in front of the whole guild, in a way that convinced the guild, Hawaii gave Massive Legion back to Blade. So it was like this great hurrah, this really cool thing, and all that stuff. So then the idea behind the guild, behind Massive Legion, I was like, alright guys, this is what we're going to do. Massive Legion is going to be a feeder guild for Exceptional Legion. So all of our alts, until they're max level, go into the Massive Legion. Everybody can invite. So what you're going to do is come up with really cool ways of advertising the guild. When we level up alts, we're going to play through that, we're going to invite everybody, and we're going to find out... yeah, Prox, exactly. Exactly, and we're going to find out who's good and bring them into Exceptional Legion together. Yeah, so 2 years ago, when Brox first found out about my stream, I told him the story of Massive Legion. But I wasn't going to tell him that I was Hawaii. It came out that I was Hawaii in a very interesting and unique way, which I will tell you here in just a second. Before I do that, though, we need to get some context onto what... Let's see, let me go to Exceptional Legion. What was said from Hawaii. I know you're all really curious about it. Where's the gallery? Oh my god, did I delete the gallery? That can't be possible. I really hope I did not. Where is it? That's not good. Uh-oh. Pages. No, I think I have them still, somewhere. Forums, module, and forums. Okay, so I got this, and then there's the gallery. Yes, there's still the gallery. Okay, so we can do this. You guys see that screenshot? That's fine for now. Massive Legion. There it is, Massive Legion forums. So actually, where's the... How do I actually get there? Cancel. You guys have got to see these things, though. Alright, so... Module recovery bin. Guess I can put it on the main page. I'm in the web editing thing, which is kind of annoying, but maybe if I... Forums? Did not work. No! We might have to... Oh, cool, I found it. Just guess the URL of it, and it worked. Must... Welcome to the Massive Legion. There it is. Okay. So then, as we were leveling, I would say stuff like this in zone chat on my alts. Wife left you for a WoW player? Can't be asked to leave your room long enough to walk your dog? Massive Legion was built with you in mind. Join today. Not often enough is the question asked, is our children learning? You know, President Bush. Gain the grammatical prowess of a high school dropout with Massive Legion, where even past presidents speak our language. Hate me and my advertisements? You qualify for the Massive Legion. Whisper for a guild invite now, because any member can invite you, and will. Full Ricotta, level 100 Valor Elite Warlord, retired millionaire living in Hawaii at age 18. Massive Legion turns its nose up at your possible arrogance and wants nothing to do with you. You're invited to the Massive Legion. Join now. So as I was leveling, though, I would literally say all of these things, and it would crack people up. They loved it. Oh yeah, you found it already. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So, and that's one of like 30 of them. There's a ton of them. Older than 2 or have hair? You are cordially invited to join the most massive legion in Star Wars. Turn on auto decline quick, or join. Yeah, exactly. This is one of my favorites. Doesn't mean anything, girls. Doesn't mean anything. Massive Legion. She'll pretty much have to. Oh god, this is a good one too. Break crowd control with your area attacks like clockwork. Want a guild that Leroy Jenkins every plan you ever made? Save yourself and join Massive Legion today. Yeah, join it today. Stick to the plan. Ah geez, stick to the plan. Run in and join. Are you LF1M DPS HMEV Ops 16M? Well, Massive Legion has no freaking clue what you're talking about. Join today or we speak your language. Whatever that may be. So it was hilarious, guys. It was funny. And that was, you know, everybody was posting these all over the place. I made a forum thread so that we could all enjoy them. We could copy and paste. And it was a really good time. We ended up getting 500 members. Well, now, here's the thing. Hawaii had to go. He had to go in a very convincing way. He had to be killed somehow. Because I can't just keep 2 personalities going forever. It doesn't work. So, you should work in radio. Thanks, man. I work in online entertainment right here, right? So, I need to figure out a way to get Hawaii forgotten. How would I do it? How would I do it? Well, what I started to do was make Hawaii extremely annoying to the guild. Okay, that's your thing? Okay, good. I made Hawaii, like, people would log in, he would be pestering them with whispers, he would be just absolutely insane and crazy. And people really started to dislike Hawaii. They didn't like him. He was spamming guild chat all the time. We had 500 people there. It was ridiculous. So people started. I waited till people brought it to me that Hawaii was a problem. And once Hawaii was a problem, I was like, you know, I mean, he's just a kid. He's trying to learn guild leadership. He gave us the guild. You know what he's been through. He still probably hasn't bought pants, for all we know. Like, let's give him a break. But another week or 2 went on. Sorry, dude. Yeah, Ingvar, you need to train. Good deal. Another week or 2 went on, and people really did start to get annoyed. I made Hawaii very annoying, which was perfect. And I said, all right, I mean, yeah, I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'll tell him to leave. I'll tell him to leave, guys. I think you're right. It's time for him to go. So, Hawaii gets kicked out of the guild. He's very upset about this. The first thing Hawaii does is post in zone chat, blah, 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 paragraph complaint, something, something, looking for a guild. He gets invited to another guild. As soon as he's invited to another guild, he spams that guild chat until he's kicked out of that guild. He gets invited to another guild, and then he gets really annoying within the next couple of days and gets kicked out of that. He does this for like 3 or 4 or 5 different guilds. He's always complaining about it. And so Hawaii is now known as the person nobody likes. He's the leper of Star Wars. He is the person that can't be in a guild. He annoys everybody. He's some young kid. He never shuts up. And nobody wants him around. Why is he level 11? Why doesn't he have an advanced class? And I turned Hawaii from the most sought-after dance party, fun, crazy guy, let's see what he's doing, into we don't like being around this guy. He can't hold a guild. So that way, he was no longer, he gets kicked out of Exceptional Legion, he's gone. Now he's a history of being a guild bouncer. So it actually works really, really well. Oh, Matt Norrington, it's the emulator, dude. It's the bloodfin.net emulator. So, yeah, they rebuilt the game, dude. Players rebuilt this. That's pretty crazy. I'm sorry. So, the story continues to get better. Hawaii is now gone. Massive Legion is back in Exceptional Legion hands. And it was a large achievement and accomplishment that all of Exceptional Legion had to deal with, fight for, win, and embrace. And the problem with having Massive Legion as its own thing without Hawaii is that it would allow, it would say, okay, I'm Blade Boquest. I'm the guild leader of Exceptional Legion. Thank you for being my friends. I also run another guild. You guys are fine with that, right? Cool. No, I couldn't have that because that would weaken my leadership and everything else. Instead, I needed the guild to love Massive Legion and get behind it, so I designed this insane way to both lose Massive Legion, earn it back, and then make people get excited about the idea of having a feeder guild for Exceptional Legion. It was a really complex thing, and it lasted a long, long time. And I never, ever would have told anybody, but I was discovered. I was discovered. Bowtie Jones, my good friend who occasionally comes into the stream. He didn't want to play SWTOR, but I wanted him to. So one of the evenings I was out for work. I think I went to the club, and I was like, "Listen, dude, if you're gonna stay in," he has a fiance. I was like, "Play my account. Play my account." So I gave him my second account because I didn't want him on Blade Boquest. I wanted him on my other account, which was Hawaii, but a bunch of other alts, right? So I was like, "Oh, what's the big deal?" I was like, okay, why don't, he will make a new character. He won't even see the names of my characters. It won't matter. There's a list of them. It's fine. So he made his character Bowtie Jones. And it was hilarious. He loved the game. I came back. He's like, Blade, dude, I love this game. I love this game, Blade. This is a good game. This is a good game. It really is good. And so he bought his own account, and that was his thing. Well, we worked together. So months later, I log into comms, and we're about to do this raid, and as I log into comms, Arculus, one of our guildmates, was telling his favorite story about Hawaii. He was like, guys, remember Hawaii? God, I miss that guy. He literally backed up into a corner saying, do cars hurt me? And I kept getting closer to him, and he kept backing up, and I was chasing him with my car because he thought he was going to take damage. You guys remember that, Hawaii? Oh my god, that guy, where is he? And Bowtie Jones is like, Hawaii? Isn't that your... I was like, shh, 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 dude. He's like, all right, you're going to tell me everything after the raid. I was like, all right, I will. Because he played my account. He saw Hawaii, right? He saw it. It's like, oh, no. So, yeah, it was crazy. So at 3 a.m. when the raid finishes, I'm like, yeah, cool, we'll go to bed. He's like, Blade, have a seat, buddy. Tell me everything. Because he knew something was going on my alt that I owned that was, and he knew that nobody knew it was me because of how people are talking about Hawaii. So I explained the whole story. And I have a history of coming up with these crazy shenanigans and tactics. It used to be tactics for MechWarrior, moving different battle things around and working really well. And when I was explaining them to my friends, they always leaked, and I never once had a strategy that stayed with me. So Bowtie Jones and I sat down. I was like, dude, I've never had a secret at this level that did not escape. Did not escape at one point. I'm like, please, man, please keep this forever. Con Man, hey dude, welcome back to the stream. It's like, you've got to keep this, keep the secret. He's like, who are you gonna tell? Like, what is this anyway? I was like, I never would have told anyone. I designed this to be a guild event and for my own entertainment. I was perfectly satisfied trolling myself and just having this incredible time and experience and having so much fun with it that I was never going to tell anyone. I was going to die with this secret until he saw Hawaii and, you know, then heard about Hawaii on the raid just randomly. So I had to tell him. Today was your first time streaming. That's awesome, Con Man. It's great, dude. The secret is tell a lot of stories. That's the secret. So he hears the whole story. He promises me that he will never tell anyone. Meanwhile, Exceptional Legion goes really well. We have it for years, all right? 2 years. We have Massive Legion the whole time too. Everybody loves it. It's all. Bowtie Jones is actually Blade's third personality, unbeknownst even to him. No, he's one of my best friends. He's a great dude. It's super funny, dude. Super funny. So anyway, and then guys, here's where it gets real. Here's where it gets real. Bowtie Jones wants to know if I'll ever tell anybody, and I said yes. If I meet Sybil in real life, I will tell him. I will tell him the whole thing, because he was one of the original ideas. There you go. No, it's Gay Celebration Day, but you know, we'll just move it over here. All right. Anyway, so he was one of the original guys coming up with everything, or not everything. He came up with the idea that espionage would be cool. So I was like, I will tell Sybil. Well, guys, we met up at Otakon, and we didn't just meet up. We met up with Cyrus, Porkchops, Sybil, myself, and another guy named Hero Boomy, who apparently never got promoted out of the Massive Legion. So apparently that happened. So 5 of us met up in real life. And when we all 5 meet up, the first thing that is said is a joke about Hawaii. Porkchop said something about something Hawaii did that was amazing. And I was like, oh my god. Guys, I've got to tell you something. I've got to tell you guys something. And I had probably the most epic I am your father moment since Star Wars started it, right? And I looked at them and I said, I am Hawaii. And they all started to laugh, thinking there's no chance. How can Blade can't be Hawaii? That doesn't make any sense. That's impossible. That's impossible! And Sybil was like, Blade, you're kidding. You're kidding. You're not Hawaii. Porkchop was like, I don't, screenshot or didn't happen. You're not Hawaii. What are you talking about? That's funny, I guess, but no. You're not Hawaii. Like, I am Hawaii. And I have a screenshot for you. And they're like, what? Why is this? I'm like, I'm so sorry. Please try not to be mad. Please try to enjoy the fact that I've given you such an incredible experience that the first thing you say after we meet in person, there's 5 of us, is something about Hawaii, somebody that we all knew 2 years ago. Please just look at it that way. Look at it like the experience I gave you, because I was trying to design an experience for the guild. I'm sorry if you're mad, but it's true. It's true. And they did not buy it. Sybil kind of kept asking me, he was like, Blade, are you really Hawaii? I was like, yes. He's like, are you really Hawaii? I can't even, are you sure? Like, that's you, man? You're telling me the truth right now. It's like, dude, I am. I'm telling you the truth. And of course they needed a screenshot, which I provided, and then they're like, my god, you've got to be kidding me. And I called Bowtie Jones at 2 in the morning. And I was with all 5 of us, right? All 5 of us, and I put it on speaker as I was dialing. And Bowtie Jones says, hello! Or like I say, you know? And I say, I told them. And he's like, oh, you must be with Sybil. And Porkchop's like, he knows what that means? I'm like, yes. Because he discovered it 2 years ago. And he knew the only time I would ever tell it is if I was in person with Sybil. Bowtie Jones is like, it's true, guys. It's true. I heard the whole beautiful story. And they're just like, oh my god. And I got like really uneasy smiles from everybody for pretty much the rest of the night. Like, they're my good friends. We've known each other for 2 years, but they just learned everything about me was not true, kind of. It was one of those moments. They're like, I'm glad we're meeting in person. I'm not glad we're meeting in person. This is weird. Who are you? What is this? I can't trust you anymore. It was definitely one of those. It was very, very weird, but my friendship held true with all of them. Sybil I've later hired. He's my sales manager right now. Porkchops and I read the scrolls, the 300-day reading challenge. We did it every day, 3 times a day, for 900 different readings. So we're really good friends. Cyrus and I have since met up a lot of times in real life. We've been to, yeah, like I said, Otakon. I've been to his house. So all the friendships lasted. And then, of course, guys, after all of this, I had to tell the guild. I had to tell the guild. I did. So I went on the guild website and I said, I am your Hawaii. And I text most of the people that I knew, which was a lot of them. I had like 20 of their phone numbers at that point. Even people that have since left the guild because they were like really, they wanted to start their own guild, and we had like this big fight and all this stuff. They were like, Blade wants me to check the website. What is this about? And then they saw that, they were like, oh my god. That was so worth it. Oh my god, they couldn't even believe it. So, alright, let me try to minimize this, and let's get to those screenshots. I want to show you guys. It was crazy. Did you find the link over there, dude? You did, right, for the gallery? Yeah, because that is necessary in order to do this. Is the stream still... is it frozen? Yeah, it is frozen for you. Alright, we're going to go with... can we monitor capture right now? Let's try it. Monitor capture. Oh my god, that's all broken and terrible, and that's not... it's fine. Screenshot's good. Wait, actually, screenshot's not good. Let me read the rest of these real quick so you guys can hear them, because they're pretty dang funny. Want Tony Hawk's original lightsaber? Looking to get into Warren Buffett's will? Well, Massive Legion can't promise you those, but we can certainly guild invite you. Join Massive Legion today. A legion for the masses. This is a SWTOR only reference. If you guys play SWTOR, you're going to love this. If you have no idea, you're going to have no idea. Do you get the hut ball and walk right into fire? Tear the pass icon right off your bar and roleplay walk at the best times? Well, Massive Legion can teach you other hazards, like acid and sorcerers. Okay, let's see. Want Massive Legion to party rock in your house tonight? Sign up now or our ads will have you LYFAO until you do. Take Massive Legion for reals. That's a good one. Are you considered the dude in your group of friends, thinking your life might be bro? When you tell a story, do other people tell you it's a cool story and to tell it again? Massive Legion is made up of people exactly like you. Join today, Brofist. That's one. I love that one. When somebody kills someone, do you cry like Vash the Stampede? We at Massive Legion respect the hell out of that. Join your tender friends today. Looking for a guild that does not yield? Do you ignore signs telling you to yield so you can keep on being unyielding? Massive Legion can't relate. But we loves it when others stop yielding. Hope you be smilins and join us yielders. See, that doesn't make any sense either unless you're a SWTOR player. There's a title called Unyielding, which you have to be really good to get. So it's showing they can't relate to that title. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I came up with this one in the shower. You guys are absolutely going to love this one. This is just, oh, this is gold. Do you spam text your mom in Ebonics on the way to an Insane Clown Posse concert after you finish tending your bonsai tree garden? WTF, man. Stop doing all that stuff and join the Massive Legion before you hurt yourself. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. And then everybody else chimed in with a whole bunch of different things. So they made their own, which is funny. Where did we get the actual gallery? Where's the gallery? Okay, the Hawaiian gallery. Yes. I gotta figure out how this works. You're not a great person after all. Sorry, Macronella. I'm very sorry. Okay, so monitor capture. It's gonna look ridiculous right now. You know what? Actually, we'll just have to do it this way. And this way. And full size it. There we go. Beautiful. Where's chat? Chat's here. You should see the whole thing. Where's my broadcast over? Oh my god! Technical support. Help! Okay, so that's what it looks like. So here's one of the screenshots. These are all people, or players, sent these to the website. I didn't do any of these. So why, hey, let's see, I should helping you on your journey. Trying to defense the galaxy, but people are mad. And twice they invited me and kicked him. I kicked him. I don't know what that means. Oh god. So that's him getting kicked out of guilds. What are the things we have here? This, oh, this is friggin' priceless. This is, okay. Need groups. Hey, can cars hurt me? Hey! Yes, be careful around my speeder, Padawan. So that's Arculus right in there. And he's pinning Hawaii, who has a trading lightsaber, up against the wall. He's basically torturing him. He thinks it's a child, and he's trying to torture him. That was the story Bowtie Jones walked in on and heard later. Oh my god. I'm a knight, though. I don't know. He's trying to, like, make him his master. He's following him around. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. This is good. Okay. Unfortunately, with Hawaii logging out, this just looks bad. We're naked. BoQuest walks in on us, and there's a naked green woman running away. We party! So, Hawaii logged out because everybody's naked dancing around them, and I just showed up. Oh, God. So, anyway, that was the full crazy story, guys. You can go to, I think Brock's already posted this. Honestly, though, if you kind of heard some of it and you want to get all of the gaps, I mean, it was a long enough story, right, as it is. But you can go and read it, because I actually wrote out all the details where it's a lot less convoluted and makes much more sense and all of that good stuff. So we're going to go back to this, which is awesome. I'm gonna leave that there. Good, good. I can see exactly what